Welcome to Spoiler Alert, where we talk about and spoil the shows you're obsessed with. This week, Matt Mitovich and I are breaking down the comedy race at this year's Emmys.
Keep it civil. Looking at you, Leslie.
Can anyone beat Modern Family?
I think no.
Modern Family is a juggernaut.
I've been thinking about that. I may have a loophole.
Well, it's won the past 2 years, and it's clearly the frontrunner heading into the ceremony this year, and it hasn't even gotten a nomination yet, but of course it will.
Right.
Sorry, are my pinkies up again? They do that when I get excited. Down, girls.
But, you know, with the Critics' Choice nominations, you know, sort of spreading the wealth a little bit, we're seeing a lot of new faces and shows.
Super sexy cool. Overselling it.
Do you think this is the year that, you know, the race is, shaken up in a way, that maybe 30 Rock gets tossed off and The Office gets tossed off when we see a Community make it on the ballot, or, maybe even Happy Endings?
I think there's definitely opportunities here. For certain, The Office I could easily see falling by the wayside, and I doubt anybody would carp that much. 30 Rock, my only hesitation there is it did kind of have a pretty good season this year. I've been all for 30 Rock not making the cut in past years, when I just felt it was kind of coasting and doing the same old, but I really felt it had some special stuff this past season. If anybody does go by the wayside, whether it is The Office or even Glee, I think it would be great to see something like Happy Endings or Community get in there.
I feel like this is fake, but I love the energy, love the enthusiasm.
I think we're probably likelier to see New Girl get any vacant
All right, so the first
slot.
availability goes to New Girl.
Yes.
Okay.
How cool is that?
If there's another opening, maybe like Girls on HBO.
Why do you look so surprised?
Well, it's got a lot of critical buzz going for sure.
Right, and it's HBO, which automatically, I think, gives them an extra advantage.
But then everybody's always talking about Louis, and Louis is so funny, but it is kind of on the fringe out there. It all comes down to, what is our definition of best comedy?
Right.
Is it something that just makes us laugh out loud, or it's something that makes us go, oh, that is an amusing observation on today's society and humanity?
Or is it a drama that just happens to be a half an hour like Nurse Jackie?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's a half an hour, even though it's clearly a drama, it's going to be comedy. I do think Girls is going to sneak in there. The industry loves that show. Just looking on Twitter, actors, producers, everybody is talking about that show.
Right.
And they make up the lion's share of the Emmy voting.
Because you're what, 11 pounds overweight, struggle?
I am 13 pounds overweight and it has been awful for me my whole life.
And it's very top of mind right now when they're looking at the ballots, whereas if it had aired a long time ago.
Yeah.
So you got New Girl, Girls, Two Broke Girls? Go with the Girls theme? No, maybe not.
I don't think so.
If we're going to put one fringe show in there, it would be like Community.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah!
If only to see Dan Harmon's acceptance speech.
Look at me!
If it doesn't get nominated, Modern Family's stiffest competition is probably Parks and Rec.
Do whatever it takes. Anything short of sexual favors.
What?
Which is coming off of a really great season. I know there's a lot of goodwill toward Amy Poehler. Everybody really wants to see her win finally this year.
That's what you do when you care about someone. You support them, win, lose, or draw.
Unfortunately, she's going to be going up against, the Emmy queen, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
She's got to be gritting her teeth about that.
Seriously, because I think...
I mean, Julia's won a couple times for Old Christine, for heaven's sake, which was a nice enough show, but...
It wasn't Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Any other year, if it wasn't for Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I think Amy Poehler would have had it slam dunk. But now Julia's in it.
You're going to make me cry now, man, just thinking about that.
My dream is dead.
You could make the argument that Veep doesn't have quite the buzz of Girls, definitely not of Girls.
And I don't think the show will get nominated, but Julia, I kind of feel like any project she's in, automatically there's going to be some Emmy heat, just because she's got the history.
It's not right, but that may be
right. I mean, but she's giving a great performance, and also it's a performance Emmy voters love because it's so showy.
Don't you patronize me with your no jaw, you Congressman no jaw.
Whereas Amy is such a quiet role, and it's much more subtle. But anyway, it's definitely going to be an Amy versus Julia.
So outside of Amy, who else would you like to see get a nomination?
I would love to see any of the cast members from Community, and honestly, they're all so great. I'd be happy with any of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Britta.
Great.
I'd love to see Gillian Jacobs, because I really feel she's created a character on that show.
Somebody tell Britta what an analogy is.
I know what it is. It's like a thought with another thought's hat on.
Someone who's really specific.
I'm Betty Crocker. I'm Martha Stewart. I'm one of the Steppenwolf wives.
Yeah.
And that wasn't just about the words on the page, especially this past season.
Jeff is in grave danger.
Britta's just become very specific.
You're monsters! You're Hitlers! You're racist pedophiles! You're the opposites of Batman!
And, I also like Kaylee Cuoco on Big Bang Theory. Yeah. I think with the 3-camera comedy becoming so rare nowadays, she's just really doing what it's supposed to do.
Do you like it?
Do I like it? Wow!
some of the reaction shots she has, and you know, I'll instant message you about this sometimes. She's just so funny.
So, where are you gonna hang it?
Oh my God, hang it. Wow.
I agree, she has fantastic comic timing. I worry that they didn't give her enough to do this year.
But they almost gave her more to do, because for a couple seasons there, they were kind of like riding that whole Penny Sheldon train.
Yeah.
You know, oh, she's got great chemistry with Jim Parsons.
Right.
Let's just find as many ways as possible to put them together. But now that they've dialed that down and backed away from that, they've got her interacting with the girls, you know, like Amy Poehler and Melissa Rauch. Even the stuff with Galecki, they found some fresh new notes to play with that relationship.
Johnny Galecki, I think, got his first nomination last year.
Right, that was a big deal last year,
So it seems like it's growing. So who knows? I would love to see her get in. I'd love to see Melissa Rauch, you mentioned her, get in. I think she's hilarious.
They're all marrying us. It's adorable. If you want to hear, come closer.
What about Garrett Dillahunt?
These are cufflinks that say Bert on them. It's so hard to shop for you!
When you think about the other characters he's played on other shows,
I know.
Raising Hope is such a breakaway from that.
He was one of our dream nominees and got a Critics' Choice nomination, which is great for him.
But he's lead, though?
He's lead. It's tough. It's a tricky
Tough
thing.
category.
You know, but honestly, I almost feel like the leads in the comedy races are easier because Modern Family hijacks all the supporting slots. It's sort of like when Friends was
Right, and
on.
every year they talk about, well, you know what, maybe this is the year Ed O'Neill will go to lead. And I know a couple of people on the show have, you know, been kind of nudging him in that direction.
It's unnatural. I'm against it.
But still, they're still going supporting.
Pretty much the whole cast gets nominated, and they're all fantastic, but there's so much good comedy on television that it's a shame to see one show eat up so many nominations.
Yeah.
We will take it.
Thanks, Matt.
Damn glad to be here.
Now as the credits roll, we're going to play one of our favorite Amy Poehler scenes from this past season on Parks and Rec.
From the debate episode?
You are correct, sir.
Fierce, power, pump it up, 2012. Nothing gets me more amped than Sarah McLachlan.